It's the year to 2075, and a small observatory perches high in the mountains of Chile, its dome open to the endless night. The stars above are a tapestry of light, each one a story waiting to be told. Inside, a young astronomer named Sophia sits alone, her eyes tracing, the data streaming across her screen. The observatory is quiet, save for the soft hum of machines listening to the cosmos. Sophia's work is routine, scanning distant stars for anomalies, hoping for a whisper of something extraordinary. Tonight, as the constellation Bootes rises, her equipment locks onto Arcturus, a golden star 37 light-years away, glowing like a beacon in the dark. She adjusts the telescope, her fingers steady, her breath calm. The data flows, numbers and waves, the usual chatter of the universe. But then, something shifts. A signal, sharp and clear, cuts through the static. It's not random noise, it's a sequence, repeating every 72 seconds, a pattern woven with mathematical precision. Sophia's heart quickens, but her mind stays soft, as if the signal itself is soothing her. She checks the equipment, runs diagnostics, but the signal holds, strong and deliberate, coming straight from Arcturus. It's unlike anything she's seen, a message that feels alive, as if it's reaching for her across the void. Sophia calls her team, her voice a gentle murmur, not wanting to break the spell. They gather, their faces lit by the glow of screens, their whispers blending with the signal's rhythm. The sequence is complex, built on prime numbers, then fractals, then something stranger, a code that seems to mimic the pulse of a living thing. One scientist, an older man named Javier, suggests it's a greeting, a hand extended from another world. Sophia feels a warmth, a connection, as if the signal is inviting them to respond, to join a conversation that's been waiting for centuries. They work through the night, crafting a reply. Sophia suggests simplicity, a sequence of primes, humanity's way of saying, "We hear you." They send it, beaming the message toward Arcturus, then wait, their eyes on the stars. Days pass, each one heavy with anticipation, but the observatory remains a haven, its quiet walls holding their hopes. Sophia spends her nights at the telescope, imagining the beings who sent the signal. Are they like us, gazing at their own skies, wondering who listens? Or are they something else, minds vast and strange, woven from the light of their star? On the seventh night, the signal changes. It's no longer math, it's music. A melody, soft and haunting, fills the observatory, its notes rising and falling like waves on a cosmic shore. The sound is unlike anything human, yet it stirs something deep within the team. Sophia closes her eyes, letting the music wrap around her, a lullaby from another world. It's not just sound, it's emotion, a feeling of welcome, of shared wonder, as if the senders are saying, "We are here, and so are you." The team listens, their breaths slowing, their minds drifting to the edge of dreams. They share the melody with the world, and soon millions hear it, their hearts swaying to its rhythm. Musicians analyze it, finding harmonies that defy Earth's scales, yet feel perfect, as if the universe itself is singing. Sophia and her team broadcast the melody back, adding a human touch, a simple chord, warm and hopeful. The exchange becomes a dialogue, not of words but of feelings, a bridge built on sound. Weeks later, a new signal arrives, and this time, it's images. The screens bloom with visions of a world under a violet sky, where crystalline spires rise like frozen music, reflecting Arcturus's golden light. The beings in the images are not solid. They're threads of radiance, weaving through floating gardens, their forms shifting like liquid starlight. They move in harmony, their world a dance of light and sound, every motion part of a greater song. The images carry a message, not in words but in intent, an invitation. The Arcturians, as the team calls them, want to share their world, to welcome humanity as friends. But there's a challenge. The distance is vast, 37 light-years, far beyond our ship's reach. The encounter becomes a promise, a bond across the stars, a dream of a day when we might visit. Sophia feels the weight of that promise, but it's not heavy. It's soft, like a blanket of starlight. She imagines the Arcturians listening to Earth's reply, their threads pulsing with curiosity. The team continues the exchange, sending images of Earth, oceans sparkling, forests swaying, cities alive with human dreams. They add stories, myths, and songs, each one a thread in the growing tapestry of connection. The Arcturians respond with more visions, showing their history. A time when their star was young, when they learned to weave light into life, when they first looked to the stars and wondered, who else is out there? The signal becomes a ritual, a nightly communion that soothes the team, even as it sparks their imagination. Sophia finds herself dreaming of Arcturus, of walking among the spires, her footsteps echoing in the violet air. In her dreams, the Arcturians greet her, their threads brushing her skin, sharing thoughts without words. She wakes with a sense of peace, as if the signal has woven itself into her soul, a reminder that the universe is vast, but not lonely. The observatory feels like a home, its walls holding the memory of the encounter, its telescope a bridge to the stars. The world embraces the signal, naming it the Arcturus song. People play it at night, letting its melody guide them to sleep. Its notes a promise of connection. Scientists study the images, finding hints of technology woven into the spires, energy drawn from Arcturus's light. Poets write of the threads, calling them angels of the cosmos, messengers of a harmony we might one day join. Sophia and her Minas team keep listening, knowing the Arcturians are listening too, their signal a constant, gentle presence, like a heartbeat in the dark. As months pass, the signal grows fainter, not from distance but from completion, as if the Arcturians have said what they came to say. One night it stops, leaving a final image, a single thread of light stretching from Arcturus to Earth, glowing softly. The team understands. It's not goodbye, but a pause, a promise to reconnect when the time is right. Sophia touches the screen, her fingers tracing the thread, feeling its warmth. She whispers to the stars, her voice a soft echo of the melody, thanking the Arcturians for their song, for their invitation, for the dream they've shared. The observatory returns to its quiet routine, but it's changed, infused with the memory of the encounter. Sophia keeps the final image on her screen, a reminder of the bond that spans light years. She imagines the Arcturians weaving new songs, their threads reaching out to other worlds, other minds. The Arcturus song lingers in Earth's culture, a lullaby for a curious species, a call to keep looking up, to keep listening, to keep dreaming of the day we'll meet again. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle embrace, a melody to carry you toward sleep. Imagine yourself in that observatory, the stars above, the signal's notes wrapping around you like a warm breeze. Picture the Arcturians, their threads of light dancing, their song a gift just for you. Feel the connection, the wonder, the peace of knowing you're part of a universe that sings, that listens, that dreams. Let Sophia's whisper echo in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if the stars are singing to you? With that thought, let your breath slow, your eyes grow heavy, and your heart drifts, carried by the melody of Arcturus, into a sleep as deep and boundless as the cosmos itself. In the year 2030, the Sahara Desert stretches endlessly under a sky heavy with stars, its sands glowing faintly in the moonlight. A small research camp sits quietly, a cluster of tents where a young astronomer named Layla studies the heavens. She's alone. Tonight, her colleagues away. The camp silent, except for the soft rustle of wind across the dunes. Layla loves these nights, when the desert feels like a bridge to the cosmos, each star a possibility, a question waiting to be asked. Her telescope is trained on a distant galaxy, its light a whisper from billions of years ago, and she feels at peace, cradled by the vastness of it all. As midnight passes, Layla notices a flicker in the sky. Not a star, but something closer, moving with purpose. It's a glint, silver and soft, descending silently toward the desert. Her heart stirs, not with fear, but with curiosity, as if the night itself has invited her to witness something extraordinary. She steps outside, the sand cool beneath her feet, and watches as the glint becomes a craft, small and smooth, landing gently among the dunes. It's no machine she recognizes. Its surface shimmers like liquid moonlight, its edges soft, as if woven from the desert's own glow. The craft opens, and a figure emerges, tall and slender, its skin translucent, glowing faintly from within. Its eyes are large, like pools of starlight, and they meet Layla's with a quiet intensity, not threatening, but searching. She feels a warmth, a connection, as if this being has crossed the stars to find her, to share a moment in this endless desert. It doesn't speak, but images bloom in her mind, visions of a world far away, its skies red and heavy, its oceans drying, its people fading. The being is a refugee, the last of its kind, seeking a new home, a place to belong. Layla stands still, her breath steady, her mind open. She senses the being's loneliness, its weariness, and something else, hope. Fragile but alive, she steps closer, her movements slow, and offers a bottle of water, a simple gesture, human and kind. The being tilts its head, its eyes softening, and accepts the water, its fingers brushing hers. The touch is electric, not painful, but profound, carrying a flood of gratitude, a silent thank you that wraps around her heart. The being drinks, and Layla sees a faint glow spread through its body, as if the water is more than sustenance. It's a symbol, a bridge between their worlds. The night deepens, and the being shares more visions. Layla sees its journey, centuries of travel through the void, stars passing like memories, each one a reminder of the home it lost. It shows her its people, beings of light and thought, who once wove cities from energy, their lives a dance of harmony. But their star grew unstable, and their world crumbled, leaving this lone survivor to wander, carrying the weight of its kind. Layla feels tears on her cheeks, not from sadness, but from the beauty of the story, the courage of this being who chose to keep going, to seek a new beginning. She sits with the visitor, the sand a soft cradle beneath them, and shares her own story. She speaks of Earth, of deserts that bloom after rain, of cities that shine at night, of humanity's dreams and flaws. Her voice is low, a lullaby in the desert, and the being listens, its eyes reflecting the stars, She tells it about her love for the sky, how it feels like a home she's never known, a place where all beings might meet. The visitor's glow pulses, as if her words are a gift, a light to carry in its own darkness. As dawn nears, the being offers a gift in return. It places a small glowing seed in Layla's hand, its surface warm, pulsing faintly like a heartbeat. Through another vision, it shows her what the seed can do. A plant that grows in any soil, purifying air, healing the land. It's a piece of its world, a hope for Earth, a way to mend what's broken. The being's eyes linger on hers, and Layla feels a promise. It will return one day when its journey finds a new home, to see the seed bloom, to share in the world they've both helped shape. The craft hums softly, and the being steps inside, its form fading into the silver glow. As the first light of dawn touches the dunes, the craft rises, silent and graceful, and vanishes into the sky, leaving only a faint shimmer in the air. Layla stands alone, the seed warm in her hand, her heart full of the encounter. She returns to the camp, the desert now a sacred place, a witness to a meeting that feels like a dream, yet is as real as the stars above. She plants the seed near the camp, and it grows quickly, its leaves glowing softly, its roots spreading life into the sand. The plant becomes a marvel, studied by scientists, celebrated by poets, a symbol of hope in a warming world. Layla shares the story, not as a spectacle, but as a quiet truth, a moment of connection that changed her. People listen, their minds drifting to the desert, imagining the visitor's eyes, the seed's glow, the promise of a return. The plant spreads, its air-cleaning gift helping cities breathe its beauty. Reminder of the stranger who trusted humanity with a piece of its heart. Layla returns to her telescope each night, her gaze often lingering on the stars, wondering where the visitor is now. She dreams of its journey, of new worlds where it might find a home, of the day it might come back, its glow brighter, its loneliness eased. The camp becomes a pilgrimage site, not for answers, but for wonder, a place where people feel closer to the cosmos, to the idea that we're not alone. Layla's story spreads, a gentle tale that soothes, that invites listeners to imagine their own encounters, their own gifts to share with the universe. The visitor's seed continues to grow, its light a beacon in the desert, a reminder of the night when two beings met, not as strangers, but as kin. Layla feels the visitor's presence in the wind, in the stars, in the plant's soft glow, as if it's still with her, watching, hoping. She whispers to it sometimes, her voice blending with the desert song, thanking it for the seed, for the trust, for the dream they share across the stars. For you listening now, this story is a warm embrace, a desert night to guide you toward sleep. Imagine yourself beside Layla, the sand beneath you, the visitor's eyes meeting yours. Feel the seed in your hand, its glow a promise, its warmth a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the stars above, each one a story, a home, a friend waiting to be found. Let Layla's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if the universe is waiting for your gift? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes soften, and your heart drift, carried by the desert's glow, into a sleep as boundless and gentle as the cosmos itself. In the year 2090, Humanity's reach stretches to the edges of the solar system, where a quiet observatory floats in the shadow of Isitstown, Neptune. The station, called Horizon, is a beacon of curiosity, its telescopes scanning the void for signs of the unknown. A young navigator named Eli tends to the station's systems, his nights spent watching the stars, their light a soft comfort in the endless dark. The crew is small, a family of dreamers who share stories of Earth and wonder what lies beyond. Tonight, as Eli monitors the sensors, a faint anomaly appears, a cluster of shapes, vast and still, hovering just beyond Pluto's orbit. Eli's breath catches, but his heart stays calm, as if the universe has whispered a secret meant just for him. He calls the crew, his voice low and steady, and they gather at the viewport, their eyes wide with wonder. The shapes are ships, hundreds of them, their surfaces shimmering like molten silver, their forms fluid, as if carved from starlight. They are enormous, each one larger than a city. Yet they move with a grace that feels alive, a silent fleet waiting in the dark. The crew watches, not with fear, but with awe, as if these visitors have come not to disrupt, but to share a moment of cosmic connection. The ships don't respond to signals, radio, light, or even the music Horizon broadcasts, a melody of human hope. They simply wait, their presence a gentle mystery, a question hanging in the void. Eli feels a pull, a sense that the fleet is watching, listening, perhaps judging. The crew debates what to do, their voices soft, like a lullaby in the station's quiet halls. Some suggest caution, others curiosity, but all agree on one thing. This is a moment humanity has dreamed of, a chance to meet the stars. They send a probe, a small messenger carrying images of Earth, oceans, mountains, children laughing, and a simple message: we are here. Days pass, and the fleet remains silent, its ships unchanging, their surfaces reflecting the distant sun. Eli spends his nights at the viewport, imagining the beings inside. Are they explorers, like him, seeking new horizons? Or are they something older, wiser, guardians of the galaxy's secrets? He dreams of their worlds, of cities that float among the stars, of minds that think in ways he can't yet grasp. The dreams are gentle, wrapping around him like a warm blanket, and he wakes with a sense of peace, as if the fleet's silence is a gift, an invitation to be patient, to trust. On the 10th day, a single ship detaches from the fleet, gliding toward Earth with a grace that soothes the soul. It stops above the Pacific Ocean, hovering silently, its surface rippling like water under moonlight. The world watches, not in panic, but in unity, as billions gather to witness the visitor. The ship projects a hologram into the sky, a map of the galaxy, vast and glowing, with one star pulsing brightly, far beyond the Milky Way. The map is intricate, its lines weaving through nebulae and clusters, a path that feels like a call, a destination meant for humanity. The hologram lingers, its light a soft beacon, and the crew on Horizon feels its weight, not as a demand, but as a choice. The map isn't a command, it's an invitation, a suggestion to follow when the time is right. Nations unite, their differences fading in the face of this shared wonder. Scientists, poets, and engineers collaborate, dreaming of a ship to trace the map's path, to find the pulsing star. Eli volunteers, his heart steady, his mind alight with the possibility of discovery. He imagines the journey, the stars passing like memories, the fleet guiding them through the dark. As the world prepares, the lone ship above the Pacific glows brighter, then vanishes, rejoining the fleet beyond Pluto. The entire fleet, shimmers, its ships aligning in a pattern that mirrors the hologram's map. A final gift before they fade. One by one, they dissolve into the void, leaving no trace, only the memory of their presence and the glowing map still etched in the sky. The crew on horizon watches, their hearts full, not of loss, but of promise. Eli feels the fleet's silence as a comfort, a reminder that some mysteries are meant to unfold slowly, like a story told in starlight. The map becomes humanity's guide, a shared dream that inspires a new era. Shipyards hum with activity, crafting a vessel named Aurora, its design inspired by the fleet's fluid grace. Eli trains for the mission, his nights spent studying the hologram, its lines a lullaby that soothes his soul. He imagines the pulsing star, its worlds, its people, wondering what they'll find. Will they meet the fleet again, or something new, a civilization that sent the map as a hand extended across the cosmos? The questions are gentle, not urgent, a soft thread weaving through his dreams. Earth changes in the wake of the encounter, not with grand gestures, but with quiet unity. People look to the stars, their hearts open, their minds drifting to the fleet's silent grace. The hologram remains, a constant in the night sky, its light a reminder of the invitation. The choice to explore. Schools teach the story not as history, but as a myth, a tale of a fleet that came to wake humanity's curiosity. Poets write of the ships. Their silver forms a metaphor for hope, for the beauty of the unknown. Eli carries the story in his heart. Warmth that guides him as he prepares to leave Horizon to follow the map's call. The Aurora launches, its crew a tapestry of human dreams, scientists, artists, navigators like Eli, all bound by the fleet's gift. As they pass Neptune, Eli looks back at Horizon, its lights a faint glow in the dark. He feels the fleet's presence, not as ships, but as a feeling, a sense that they're watching, guiding, even now. The journey will take years, perhaps lifetimes, but it's not about the destination. It's about the act of reaching, of answering the invitation with courage and wonder. For you listening now, this story is a gentle tide, pulling you toward sleep. Imagine yourself on Horizon, standing with Eli, the fleet's silver glow filling the viewport. Feel the map's light, its lines tracing paths to unknown stars, its pulse a heartbeat shared across the galaxy. Picture the Aurora, gliding through the void, carrying humanity's hopes, your hopes, to the pulsing star. Let Eli's quiet courage linger in your mind, not as a challenge, but as a comfort. What if the stars are waiting for you to follow? With that thought, let your breath soften, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the fleet's silent grace, into a sleep as vast and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year 2045, a small exploration team drifts through the stars, their ship gliding toward a distant exoplanet known only as Verdis. The planet is a jewel in the cosmos, its surface cloaked in emerald forests, its skies shimmering with auroras. Among the team is a botanist named Nora, whose heart beats for green things, the quiet language of plants. As the ship lands on Verdis, Nora steps onto the soil, her boots sinking into moss that glows faintly under a twilight sky. The air is warm, fragrant with the scent of alien blooms, and the forest before her stretches endlessly, its trees tall and luminous, their leaves whispering in a breeze that feels alive. Nora's team sets up camp, their voices soft, as if the forest itself is listening. The trees are unlike any on Earth. Their trunks pulse, with veins of light, their branches swaying without wind, as if dancing to a silent song. Nora feels a pull, a gentle invitation, and ventures deeper into the forest. Her steps careful, her heart open. The further she goes, the more she senses a presence, not threatening but curious, wrapping around her like a warm embrace. The whispers grow clearer, not words, but emotions, soft and vivid. Welcome, wonder, joy. The forest is speaking, its voice a chorus of countless lives, a mind woven from roots and leaves. Nora stops beneath a towering tree, its canopy glowing like a starry sky. She places her hand on its trunk, and the whispers bloom into visions. She sees the forest's history, a time when it was young, when its first seeds drank starlight, when it learned to think, to feel, to dream. The forest shows her its people, beings who were not separate from the trees, but part of them, their bodies merging with the wood, their minds joining the chorus. They chose this unity, becoming one with their world, a living symphony that sings across the ages. Nora feels their peace, their harmony, and her heart swells with a longing to understand. The visions shift, and the forest asks a question, not with words, but with a feeling. What is your home like? Nora speaks, her voice a gentle thread in the twilight, describing Earth. Its forests green and wild, its oceans deep, its cities bright with human dreams. She tells of humanity's love for growth, but also its struggles, its scars on the land. The forest listens, its whispers softening, as if it feels her honesty, her hope. The trees glow brighter, their light a response, a gesture of kinship, as if Verdis and Earth share a heartbeat, a desire to nurture life. The team joins Nora, drawn by the forest's glow, and they, too, hear the whispers, feel the emotions. A geologist named Sam touches a root and sees visions of Verdis's core, its energy flowing through the trees. A cycle of life that needs no machines. A pilot, Aisha, breathes the air and feels the forest's joy, its welcome weaving through her thoughts. They sit together, the forest cradling them, and share their stories, their voices blending with the whispers. The forest responds, its visions growing richer, showing a galaxy where other worlds sing, where life takes countless forms, all connected by a shared dream of harmony. As night falls, the forest offers a gift. Its branches lower, releasing spores that glow like fireflies, floating gently into the team's hands. The visions explain, these spores carry knowledge, a way to grow plants that heal the air, that thrive in barren lands, that sing with the energy of Verdis. In return, the forest asks for a promise, not with words but with the feeling. Protect your green places, your roots, your home. Nora feels the weight of the promise, but it's light, like a seed, a hope she's eager to carry. The team nods, their hearts aligned, their minds wrapped in the forest's gentle song. The spores are gathered, and the team prepares to leave, their ship waiting under the auroras. Nora lingers, her hand on the great tree, feeling its whispers one last time. The forest shows her a final vision. Earth, its deserts blooming, its cities breathing cleaner air, the spores' gift spreading life. The vision carries a sense of trust, a belief that humanity will honor the promise, that Verdis and Earth will remain connected, their songs entwined across the stars. Nora smiles, her heart full, and whispers a thank you, her voice a soft echo in the glowing wood. The ship lifts off, and Verdis fades below, its forests a shimmering sea under the twilight sky. The team carries the spores, their glow, a constant comfort, a reminder of the forest's voice. Back on Earth, the spores take root, growing into plants that purify the air, their leaves pulsing with the same light as Verdis's trees. Scientists study them, marveling at their resilience, while poets call them the whispering gift, a symbol of a bond beyond the stars. Nora shares the story, not as a grand discovery, but as a quiet truth, a moment when forest reached out and humanity answered with care. The plants spread, their glow lighting up cities, their air-healing gift easing the planet's wounds. People visit the new groves, feeling the whispers, not as clear as on Verdis, but enough to stir their hearts, to remind them of the promise. Nora returns to her work, but she dreams of the forest, of walking its paths, of hearing its song. She imagines the trees of Verdis growing, their chorus reaching. Other worlds, other minds, weaving a galaxy of harmony. The story of the whispering forest becomes a lullaby, shared in homes and schools, a tale that soothes, that invites listeners to imagine their own connections, their own promises to the stars. The forest's gift changes Earth, not with fanfare, but with quiet growth, a reminder that life thrives in unity, in care. Nora feels the forest's presence in the new plants, in the air she breathes, as if its whispers still guide her. She speaks to it sometimes, her voice, soft in the groves, thanking it for the spores, for the trust, for the dream they share. The plants glow in response, their light a bridge to Verdis, a sign that the forest is listening, singing, waiting for the day humanity might return. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle breeze, carrying you toward sleep. Imagine yourself with Nora, standing in the whispering forest. The trees glow, warming your skin, their whispers wrapping around your heart. Feel the spores in your hands, their light a promise, their song a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the auroras above, the forest below, each leaf a likai, note in a cosmic lullaby. Let Nora's thank you linger in your mind, not as a question but as a comfort. What if the universe is singing to you? With that thought, let your breath slow, your eyes soften, and your heart drift, carried by the forest's glow, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year 2060, a quiet town in Iceland nestles beneath a sky alive with auroras, their colors dancing like dreams across the night. The town of Havamur is small, its houses warmed by geothermal springs, its people bound by stories of the land and stars. One winter evening, a farmer named Era walks her fields, her breath misting in the cold, her eyes tracing the aurora's glow. She loves these nights, when the world feels close to the cosmos, when every light seems to whisper a secret. As she nears a snowy meadow, she spots a soft radiance, not from the sky, but from the ground. A glowing orb, no larger than a lantern, nestled in the frost. Era approaches, her heart steady, her curiosity a gentle flame. The orb pulses faintly, its surface smooth and warm, like a living thing. As she kneels beside it, it opens, unfolding like a flower, revealing a childlike being inside. Its skin shimmers like moonlight, its eyes large and bright, mirroring the auroras above. It's small, no taller than a young child, with delicate limbs and a presence that feels ancient, yet innocent. Era feels no fear, only a warmth, as if this being has come not to startle, but to trust, to share a moment under the starry sky. The being steps forward, its movements soft, and tilts its head, mimicking Era's gentle smile. It doesn't speak, but its eyes convey a quiet, curiosity, a desire to learn. Era extends her hand, and the being touches it, its fingers cool and glowing, sending a wave of images into her mind. She sees a nebula, vast and sparkling, where beings like this one are born from stardust, their lives a journey, to explore, to understand other worlds. This child, as Era thinks of it, is a wanderer, sent to learn from Earth, to carry its lessons back to the stars. Era brings the child to Vamur, her home a haven of warmth and light. The townsfolk gather, their voices low, their eyes wide with wonder. They see no threat, only a guest, a visitor who needs care. The child learns quickly, mimicking their gestures, their laughter, its glow brightening with each new discovery. A fisherman named Tor teaches it to clap, and it responds with a sound like chiming bells, a laugh that soothes the soul. A teacher, Hannah, sings it a lullaby, and the child hums along, its voice blending with hers. Ay, melody that feels like starlight woven into sound. The child shares its own stories, not with words, but with visions that bloom in the townsfolk's minds. They see its home, a nebula, where colors swirl like emotions, where beings drift through clouds of light, learning from each world they visit. The child shows them its purpose, to gather stories, songs, and dreams, to carry them back to its kind, who weave them into the nebula's glow. The visions are gentle, wrapping the town in a sense of connection, as if Vamur is now part of a cosmic tapestry, its small lights joined to the stars. Nights pass, and the child becomes part of Vamur, its presence a soft comfort in the winter dark. Era teaches it to draw, and it traces auroras on paper, its lines glowing faintly, as if capturing the sky's essence. Tor shows it the sea, and it dances in the waves, its glow reflecting on the water, a sight that brings tears of joy to the town. Hannah reads its stories, and the child listens, its eyes sparkling, as if each tale is a treasure to carry home. The town feels changed, not by grand events, but by quiet moments, by the tenderness of caring for a being from beyond. One evening, as the auroras burn brightly, the child leads Era to the meadow where it landed. It points to the sky, and a vision forms, a ship, sleek and radiant, approaching Verdus. The ship is its family, come to retrieve it, to take it back to the nebula. The child's eyes meet Era's, and she feels its gratitude, its love, a bond that will linger across the stars. It offers a gift, placing a small crystal in her hand, its surface warm, humming with a soft light. The vision shows its power, a memory keeper holding the stories they've shared, a way to feel the child's presence even when it's gone. The ship arrives, its light blending with the auroras, and the townsfolk gather to say goodbye. The child hugs Era, its glow enveloping her, a warmth that feels like home. It waves to Tor, to Hannah, to the children who taught it to play, its chime-like laugh echoing in the night. As it steps into the ship, it shares a final vision. Vamur, its lights glowing brighter, its stories woven into the nebula, a part of the cosmos forever. The ship rises, silent and graceful, and vanishes into the auroras, leaving a trail of sparkling dust that settles gently on the town. Era holds the crystal, its hum a constant comfort, a reminder of the child's visit. The town keeps it in the community hall, where it glows softly, sharing the child's visions with all who touch it. People come from far away, not for proof, but for the story, for the feeling of connection it brings. The crystal's light inspires songs, paintings, and tales, each one a thread in the bond with the stars. Vamur becomes a place of pilgrimage, a haven where the auroras seem brighter, where the night feels alive with possibility. Era returns to her fields each evening, the crystals glow in her pocket, her eyes on the sky. She dreams of the child, of its nebula, home, of the stories it's sharing with its kind. She imagines it dancing through clouds of light, its chime-like laugh a gift to the cosmos. The story of the child of the stars spreads, a gentle tale that soothes, that invites listeners to imagine their own encounters, their own lessons to share. The crystal's visions inspire Earth to look upward, to dream of the day the child might return. Its glow brighter, its stories richer. The child's gift lingers in Vamur, in the songs the town sings, in the auroras that dance above. Era feels its presence in the wind, in the stars, as if it's still with her, watching, smiling. She whispers to it sometimes, her voice blending with the night, thanking it for the crystal, for the love, for the dream they share. The town keeps singing, their voices a beacon, a hope that the child will hear, that it will know it's never forgotten. For you, listening now, this story is a tender embrace, a starry night to guide you towards sleep. Imagine yourself in Vamur, standing with Era, the child's glow warming your heart, its eyes mirroring the auroras. Feel the crystal in your hand, its hum a sweet memory, its light, a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the nebula, its colors swirling, the child dancing, carrying your stories to the stars. Let Era's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if the stars are learning from you? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the child's light, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year 2100, a research vessel named Stella drifts through a quiet corner of the galaxy, its hull bathed in the faint glow of distant stars. The ship is a sanctuary for explorers, a place where scientists and dreamers chase the mysteries of the cosmos. Among them is a linguist named Mira, whose love for languages, human and otherwise, fuels her hope of hearing the universe speak. As Stella navigates a nebula's edge, its sensors detect a faint anomaly, not a signal, but a shimmer, a sphere of light floating alone, its surface pulsing like a living star. Mira's heart stirs, not with urgency, but with a gentle curiosity, as if the light is calling her name. The crew gathers at the ship's viewport, their breath soft, their eyes reflecting the sphere's glow. It's no asteroid or wreckage. It's a structure, delicate and vast, its form woven from threads of radiance that shift like a dream. Mira feels a warmth, a sense that this is no ordinary find, but a moment meant to cradle their souls. They guide Stella closer, and the sphere responds, its pulses softening, as if welcoming them. The light resolves into patterns, intricate and alive, suggesting a purpose, a repository, an archive built by minds long vanished, holding the essence of their world. Mira connects the ship's systems to the sphere, her fingers steady, her mind open. A stream of data flows, not cold code, but a cascade of stories, images, and emotions, as if the archive is breathing. The crew sees visions of a planet bathed in silver light, its skies alive with floating spires, its people translucent, their lives a dance of thought and harmony. The archive is their gift, a collection of their history, their poetry, their discoveries, preserved for those who might find it. Its message glows in every vision. Add your voice, and let us live together, The crew sits in the ship's quiet chamber, wrapped in the archive's light, their hearts swaying to its stories. They see ceremonies where light weaves into song, archives where memories are stored in glowing orbs, and seas that shimmer with the thoughts of those who swam them. The civilization is gone, its planet silent, but its dreams endure, held gently in the sphere's embrace. Mira feels a kinship, a sense that humanity's own stories, its joys, its sorrows, belong here, part of a chorus that spans the stars. Mira speaks to the crew, her voice a soft melody, suggesting they answer the archive's call. They gather fragments of Earth's soul folktales whispered by firelight, symphonies that echo through time, images of mountains and rivers, the laughter of families. A biologist adds recordings of whale songs. A poet shares verses of love. A navigator offers a map of the stars as seen from Earth. Mira contributes a dictionary of human languages, each word a spark of connection. They send their offering, and the sphere pulses, brighter, weaving their stories into its light, as if embracing them as its own. The archive responds, sharing more of its treasures. It shows other travelers who found it, a species of winged beings, their myths, told in flight. A collective of energy forms, their science sung in vibrations. A solitary wanderer, its memories carved in crystal. Each voice is unique, yet joined, a tapestry of lives that stretches across the galaxy. Mira feels a quiet joy, as if humanity has been invited to a cosmic gathering, its stories a gentle thread in an endless weave. The crew senses the archive's purpose, not to teach, but to connect, to hold every dream in its light. As days pass, the crew lingers with the archive, their ship a cocoon of warmth and wonder. Mira feels a question rise, not spoken, but felt. What makes a story eternal? The archive answers with a vision of its creators, who built it as their star faded, knowing their time was short. They wove their essence into the sphere, not for survival, but for love, for the hope that their light would touch others, that their stories would spark new dreams. The crew understands the archive is a bridge, a way to touch the infinite, to be part of something greater than themselves. The sphere shares a deeper vision, showing the galaxy as a web of light, each node an archive like this one, each one a keeper of stories. The crew sees Earth, a faint glow in the web, its voice just beginning to join the chorus. The vision is gentle, not overwhelming, but comforting, as if the archive is saying, "You are enough, and you are never alone." Mira's eyes shimmer with tears, not of sadness, but of gratitude, for the chance to be part of this cosmic dance to add humanity's light to the stars. As the crew prepares to depart, the archive offers a gift, a small orb glowing softly, its surface etched with patterns that shift like the sphere's light. Mira holds it, feeling its warmth, its hum a quiet echo of the archive's voice. The orb carries a fragment of the sphere's essence, a spark of its stories, a reminder to keep sharing, to keep connecting. The archive pulses one last time, its light softening, as if entrusting the crew with its legacy. Stella pulls away, and the sphere fades into the nebula, its glow a distant memory, a promise of stories waiting to be found. The crew returns to Earth, the orb safe in Mira's hands, its light a constant comfort. The story of the archive spreads, not as a triumph, but as a lullaby, a tale that soothes the heart. The orb is placed in a quiet garden, where its glow shares glimpses of the archive's visions with all who visit. People touch it, seeing silver spires, hearing alien songs, feeling the warmth of a civilization that trusted them with its dreams. The archive story inspires new art, new music, new ways of seeing the stars, each one a thread in the bond it forged. Mira continues her work, but the orb's glow lingers in her soul, a reminder of the encounter. She dreams of the archive, of its light, weaving through the galaxy, gathering stories from worlds yet to come. She imagines other ships finding it, adding their voices, keeping the web alive. The story of the Archive of Light becomes a beacon, a gentle call to share, to dream, to connect. Earth's people look upward, their hearts open, their minds drifting to the idea that their stories, no matter how small, are part of something eternal. The orb's light grows with each visitor, as if the archive is still listening, still weaving. Mira visits it often, her fingers brushing its surface, her mind drifting to the twin suns, the translucent people, the galaxy of voices. She whispers to it, her voice soft, thanking it for the gift, for the connection, for the dream they share. The garden becomes a place of peace, where the archive's glow soothes, where the night feels alive with stories waiting to be told. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle wave, carrying you towards sleep. Imagine yourself with Mira aboard Stella, the archive's light filling the ship, its stories wrapping around your heart. Feel the orb in your hand, its glow a memory, its hum a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the galaxy, its web of light, your own story a soft spark in its embrace. Let Mira's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question but as a comfort. What if your dreams light the stars? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the archive's glow, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year 2055, a small exploration team orbits a distant moon in a faraway star system, its surface a mosaic of crystalline plains and shimmering lakes. The moon, named Lyra, glows softly under its parent planet's violet light, a quiet haven in the vastness of space. Among the team is a musician named Zara, whose love for melody binds her to the cosmos, her violin a companion that sings of Earth's joys. As their ship, Eos, descends to Lyra's surface, Zara gazes out, her heart warmed by the moon's beauty, its light a gentle invitation to explore, to dream. The team lands near a crystalline valley, its facets catching the planet's glow, casting rainbows across the ground. Zara steps onto what's the moon, her boots crunching softly, the air cool and alive with a faint hum, like a distant song. The valley feels welcoming, as if it's been waiting for them, its crystals pulsing with a rhythm that soothes her soul. As night falls, the team sets up camp, their voices low, their eyes drawn to the sky. Then, from the valley's heart, a spectacle begins. Spheres of energy, no larger than lanterns, rise into the air, their colors shifting through blues, golds, and silvers, dancing in patterns too precise to be random. Zara's breath catches, but her mind stays calm, as if the spheres are sharing a secret meant just for her. The team watches, their hearts swaying with the dance, the spheres weaving arcs and spirals that feel alive, purposeful. They're not machines, they're beings, entities of pure energy, their movements a language of light and motion. Zara feels a connection, a sense that these spheres are not just performing, but inviting, reaching out to share their world. She steps closer, her violin in hand, and hums a soft melody, a maze, lullaby from her childhood, hoping to join their dance. The spheres pause, their glow softening, then respond, their patterns shifting to match her tune, their colors pulsing in harmony. The team gasps, but there's no fear, only wonder, as the spheres weave a symphony of light. Their dance now a duet with Zara's voice. She plays her violin, its notes blending with the sphere's glow, creating a music that feels eternal, a song that binds moon and earth, human and alien. The valley hums, its crystals amplifying the sound, wrapping the team in a warmth that feels like home, like a dream they've always known. The spheres share a vision, not with words, but with images that bloom in the team's minds. They see the spheres world, a galaxy, where energy beings like these connect planets through art. Their dance is a way to share joy, to build bridges across the stars. The vision shows Lyra's history, a time when the moon was a gathering place, where spheres from countless worlds danced, their light a celebration of life. The team feels their purpose, to create, to connect, to weave beauty into the cosmos, and now to invite humanity to join their dance. Zara plays on, her violin a gentle thread in the valley's song, and the spheres respond, their patterns growing richer, their colors brighter. A scientist, Leo, steps forward, swaying to the rhythm, his movements clumsy but earnest, and the spheres mirror him, their dance adapting to his steps. A pilot, Sana, sings a folk song, and the spheres weave it into their light, their glow pulsing with her voice. The team joins the dance, their bodies moving in harmony, their hearts open, as if the spheres are teaching them a language older than words, a way to speak through motion and love. The vision deepens, showing a network of moons like Lyra, each one a stage for the spheres' dances, each one a beacon of connection. The spheres reveal their hope, to share their art with new worlds, to learn from others, to create a galaxy where every life adds to the dance. The team feels a warmth, a sense that humanity's presence is a gift, that their songs and steps are now part of this cosmic ballet. Zara feels a question rise, not spoken, but felt. What is beauty worth? The spheres answer with a burst of light, their dance swirling around her, as if saying, "It is everything, and it is yours to share." As dawn nears, the spheres offer a gift. A small crystal, glowing with their colors, its surface warm, humming with the rhythm. Zara holds it, feeling its light, its song a quiet echo of the valley's dance. The crystal carries a piece of the sphere's essence, a spark of their art, a reminder to keep dancing, to keep creating. The spheres slow, their patterns softening, as if bidding farewell, trusting the team to carry their light back to Earth. The team returns to Eos, and the spheres fade into the valley, their glow lingering in the crystals, a promise of dances yet to come. The crew returns home, the crystal safe in Zara's hands, its light a constant comfort. Earth embraces the story, not as a marvel, but as a lullaby, a tale of beauty that soothes the soul. The crystal is placed in a quiet plaza, where its glow shares glimpses of the ball. Spheres dance with all who touch it. People see swirling colors, hear faint melodies, feel the warmth of a dance that spans the stars. The story of the dance of the spheres inspires new music, new art, new ways of moving together, each one a step in the bond, with Lyra's light. Zara continues her work, but the crystal's glow lingers in her heart, a reminder of the encounter. She dreams of the spheres, of their dance weaving through the galaxy, inviting other worlds to join. She imagines other travelers finding Lyra, adding their steps, keeping the valley alive with light. The story becomes a beacon, a gentle call to create, to connect, to dance. Earth's people look to the stars, their hearts open, their minds drifting to the idea that the movements, no matter how small, are part of a cosmic symphony. The crystal's light grows with each visitor, as if the spheres are still dancing, still listening. Zara visits it often, her fingers brushing its surface, her mind drifting to the violet planet, the glowing valley, the galaxy of light. She whispers to it, her voice soft, thanking it for the gift, for the connection, for the dream they share. The plaza becomes a place of peace, where the sphere's glow soothes, where the night feels alive with dances waiting to be joined. For you listening now, this story is a gentle breeze carrying you toward sleep. Imagine yourself with Zara on Lyra's moon, the sphere's light filling the valley, their dance wrapping around your heart. Feel the crystal in your hand, its glow, a melody, its hum, a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the galaxy, its moons alight with dances, your own steps a soft note in their rhythm. Let Zara's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if your dance lights the stars? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the sphere's light, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year 2080, Earth hums with the quiet rhythm of a world striving for balance. Its cities bright, its skies clearer than they've been in centuries. On a warm spring evening, the United Nations Plaza in New York glows softly under a canopy of stars, a place where dreams of peace are whispered. A young diplomat named Amara stands at the plaza's edge, her heart tuned to the hope of unity, her eyes tracing the constellations. She's always felt the stars were listening, waiting for humanity to reach out. As she gazes upward, a vague, golden light descends, silent and graceful, a craft unlike any known, its surface shimmering like a sunrise caught in crystal. Amara's breath steadies, her mind calm, as if the light itself is a lullaby. The craft lands gently in the plaza, drawing a crowd of diplomats, scientists, and curious souls, their voices low, their hearts open. A single figure emerges, an emissary, humanoid but radiant, with skin that glows like dawn and wings of light that shimmer with every step. Its eyes are kind, deep as galaxies, and it speaks not in one tongue, but in every language at once, its voice a melody that soothes the soul. The emissary offers a greeting, a promise of friendship and a gift, but asks for something in return. A single day of global peace. The crowd feels a warmth, a connection, as if the emissary's words are a bridge across the stars. Amara steps forward, her voice soft, speaking for humanity's hope, agreeing to the request. The emissary nods, its wings pulsing gently, and presents a device, small and silver, its surface etched with patterns that hum with energy. It explains, in tones that wrap around the heart, that the device heals wounds instantly, cuts, burns, even deeper scars, restoring life with a touch. The gift is for Earth, to mend its people, but the day of peace is the price, a test of humanity's will to unite. The world listens, its leaders gathering, their debates quiet, their hearts swayed by the emissary's calm. For 24 hours, conflicts pause, soldiers lay down arms, protests soften, voices of anger fall silent. The day unfolds like a dream, cities glowing with shared purpose, families embracing, strangers sharing smiles under the stars. Amara walks the plaza, feeling the peace, its weight light, like a melody she's always known. The emissary watches, its eyes warm, its presence a gentle anchor, as if it believes in humanity, as if it sees a future where this day is not the exception but the norm. The device is tested, and it works miracles. In hospitals, wounds close, pain fades, lives are saved with a single touch. A child in Nairobi walks again, a worker in Tokyo breathes freely, a farmer in Brazil sees clearly. The world watches, not with greed, but with gratitude. The device a symbol of what's possible when hearts align. Amara meets the emissary at dawn, the plaza bathed in soft light, and thanks it, her voice a whisper of hope. The emissary's wings shimmer, and it shares a vision. A galaxy of worlds, some at peace, some still learning, all connected by acts of trust, like this one. The vision shows the emissary's home, a planet of golden skies, where beings live in harmony, their technology born from compassion, their lives a dance of giving. They sent the emissary to learn, to share, to help worlds like Earth grow. The device is a seed, a spark to inspire, but the day of peace is the true gift, a memory of what humanity can be. Amara feels a question rise, not spoken, but felt. What does peace mean to you? The emissary's eyes glow, as if the question is the answer, as if humanity's choice, to pause, to heal, is a light that shines across the stars. As the day ends, the emissary prepares to leave, its craft humming softly, its wings folding like a sunset. It places the device in Amara's hands, its touch warm, its voice a final melody. Use this well, and we will watch from afar. The crowd gathers, their faces lit by the craft's glow, their hearts full of the day's peace. The emissary steps aboard, and the craft rises, silent and radiant, vanishing into the stars, leaving a trail of golden dust that settles gently over the plaza. Amara holds the device, its hum a quiet promise, a reminder of the emissary's trust. The device transforms Earth, not with fanfare, but with quiet miracles. Hospitals use it to heal, communities share it, its light, spreading hope. Scientists study it, finding ways to replicate its energy, to heal the land as well as the body. The day of peace becomes a story, a memory that softens conflicts, that inspires new talks, new dreams. Amara shares the emissary's tale, not as a command, but as a lullaby, a story of a visitor who believed in humanity, who saw its heart and offered a gift to help it shine. The world changes, slowly, gently, the device a beacon, the day a touchstone. People gather in the plaza, touching the spot where the craft landed, feeling the emissary's warmth in the air. Poets write of its wings, calling them hope made visible. Children draw golden ships, their dreams alight with possibility. Amara works on, her diplomacy infused with the emissary's lesson, her voice a call for peace, for trust. She dreams of the golden planet, of the emissary watching, its eyes kind, its wings glowing with pride for Earth's small steps. The device's light grows, as if the emissary is still listening, still guiding. Amara visits the plaza often, her fingers brushing the air, where the craft stood, her mind drifting to the galaxy of worlds, the acts of trust that bind them. She whispers to the stars, her voice soft, thanking the emissary for the gift, for the day, for the dream they share. The plaza becomes a place of peace, where the emissary's light soothes, where the night feels alive with promises waiting to be kept. For you listening now, this story is a gentle tide carrying you toward sleep. Imagine yourself with Amara in the plaza, the emissaries, wings glowing, its device humming in your hands. Feel the peace of that day, its warmth, a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the golden planet, its skies alight, the emissary watching, carrying your hopes to the stars. Let Amara's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if peace is your gift to the stars? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the emissary's light, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year 2070, a research station orbits Jupiter, its metal hull a quiet sentinel against the planet's swirling storms. The station, named Ether, is a haven for scientists studying the gas giant's mysteries, their nights filled with dreams of the unknown. Among them is an astrophysicist named Lynn, whose love for the cosmos is matched only by her curiosity about what lies beyond. As she monitors the station's telescopes, a shimmer appears in the void near Jupiter's rings, a distortion, faint but growing, like a ripple in the fabric of space. Lynn's heart stirs, not with alarm, but with wonder, as if the universe is unveiling a secret just for her. The shimmer widens, and the crew gathers, their voices soft, their eyes wide. It's a wormhole, its edges glowing with a soft silvery light, stable and serene. Through it, they see a planet, impossibly close, its surface a mirror of Earth. Oceans sparkling, continents green, cities glinting under a familiar sun. Yet it's different, its skies tinged with violet, its cities shaped by a technology that bends light itself. Lynn feels a warmth, a connection, as if this world is both stranger and kin, a reflection of home, with its own story to tell. The crew sends a probe, its cameras capturing the planet's details. The images show beings, humanoid but luminous, their forms fluid, their eyes deep with understanding. They move through cities that shift like liquid, their buildings reshaping with a thought. The beings notice the probe and respond, not with signals, but with a gesture, a beam of light that guides a small ship through the wormhole to Ether. The ship lands in the station's bay. A single being steps out, its body glowing softly, its presence calming, like a melody woven from starlight. It speaks in a voice that resonates in every mind, offering a welcome, an invitation to visit their world. Lynn volunteers, her heart steady, her mind alight with possibility. She and a small team cross the wormhole, stepping onto the mirror world, its air warm, its ground humming with energy. The beings greet them, their forms shimmering, their voices a chorus of thoughts. They call their planet Ellis, a reflection of Earth, born from a shared origin but shaped by different choices. Their technology manipulates reality, thoughts becoming matter, dreams becoming places. They show Lynn their history, a catastrophe that nearly ended them, a rebuilding through unity, a desire to find partners in the stars. The team walks through Ellis's cities, their streets flowing like rivers, their buildings singing with light. Lynn feels a question rise, not spoken, but felt. What makes a world endure? The beings share a vision, showing Earth through their eyes, its beauty, its scars, its resilience. They admire humanity's strength, its ability to rebuild, to hope, and they offer a partnership. In exchange for Earth's stories of survival, they'll share their technology, a way to heal the planet, to shape a future where thought and matter dance together. The offer is gentle, a hand extended, a dream to share across the wormhole. Lynn speaks of Earth, her voice soft, describing its forests, its oceans, its people who rise after falling. She shares its struggles, its wars, but also its art, its music, its love. The beings listen, their forms glowing brighter, as if her words are a treasure, a mirror of their own journey. A poet in the team, Ravi, recites a verse of hope, and the beings weave it into their city, a tower rising in its shape. A biologist, May, describes Earth's ecosystems, and the beings create a garden, its plants pulsing with her words. The exchange feels like a dance, each side reflecting the other, building a bond that feels eternal. The beings show the team their technology, a device that turns thought into energy, healing soil, purifying air, creating homes with a wish. They offer it freely, asking only for humanity's resilience, its stories of overcoming, to inspire their own world. Lynn feels the weight of the offer, but it's light, like a star's glow, a promise she's eager to carry. The team returns to Ether, the device in hand, its surface warm, humming with the mirror world's light. As they cross back, the wormhole shimmers, then closes, its light fading, leaving a quiet hope that it will reopen one day. The team brings the device to Earth, its glow a beacon of possibility. Scientists test it, finding it heals deserts, cleans rivers, builds homes in moments. The mirror world's gift spreads, not as a revolution, but as a gentle change. Cities greener, skies clearer, people dreaming bigger. Lynn shares the story, not as a command, but as a lullaby, a tale of a world that saw Earth's heart and offered a hand. The device becomes a symbol, a reminder of the partnership, the reflection that binds two worlds across the stars. Earth prepares for the wormhole's return, building ships, sharing stories, dreaming of Ellis. Lynn works on her astrophysics infused with the mirror world's lessons, her heart tuned to the hope of reunion. She dreams of Ellis, of its fluid cities, its luminous beings, their eyes reflecting Earth's resilience. The story of the mirror world spreads, a gentle tale that soothes, that invites listeners to imagine their own reflections, their own partnerships with the stars. People gather where the wormhole appeared, feeling its echo, their hearts open to the idea that they, too, are seen, are mirrored, are loved. The device's light grows, as if Ellis is still watching, still dreaming. Visits Jupiter's orbit often, her eyes on the stars, her mind drifting to the violet skies, the beings who shared their world. She whispers to them, her voice soft, thanking them for the gift, for the reflection, for the dream they share. The station becomes a place of hope, where the mirror world's light soothes, where the night feels alive with connections waiting to be found. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle tide, carrying you towards sleep. Imagine yourself with Lynn on Ether, the wormhole, glowing, the mirror world cities shimmering before you. Feel the device in your hand, its hum a memory, its light a connection to something vast and kind. Picture Ellis, its beings watching, their forms reflecting your own hopes, your own strength. Let Lynn's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if the stars see you as you are? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the mirror world's light, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos. In the year 2095, a research vessel named Astra sails through the outer reaches of the Milky Way, its hull a quiet beacon in the cosmic sea. The ship is a refuge for explorers, their hearts tuned to the mysteries of the stars. Among them is an artist named Soren, whose paintings capture the light of distant worlds, his brush a bridge to the unknown. As Astra passes a quiet nebula, its telescopes catch a glimmer, not a star, but a web of light, delicate threads stretching between constellations, glowing with a rhythm that feels alive. Soren's breath softens, his soul warmed by the sight, as if the universe is unveiling a masterpiece just for him. The crew gathers at the ship's observatory, their voices low, their eyes reflecting the web's glow. The threads are no natural phenomenon. They're deliberate, woven with purpose, connecting stars in patterns that shift like a living canvas. Soren feels a gentle pull, a sense that this is more than art. It's a message, a creation meant to be shared. They guide Astra closer, and the web pulses, its light softening, as if welcoming them. From its heart, beings emerge, entities of plasma, their forms fluid, shimmering, like auroras, their movements a dance that weaves new threads into the starry tapestry. Soren's heart sways, not with fear, but with wonder, as if these beings, whom the crew calls star weavers, are kin to his own creative spirit. The weavers don't speak, but their threads paint visions in the crew's minds, images of a galaxy where they travel, linking stars with light, crafting constellations as gifts for the cosmos. Their art is their language, their purpose to honor life, to connect worlds through beauty. The vision shows their home, a nebula where light bends into dreams, where every thread is a story, every constellation a song of existence. The weavers notice Astra and weave a new pattern, a portrait of Earth, its oceans sparkling, its mountains rising, its cities glowing with human hopes. The crew feels a warmth, a sense that the weavers see them, not as strangers but as fellow creators invited to join their art. Soren steps to the viewport, his sketchbook in hand, and draws the weaver's threads, his lines echoing their grace. The beings respond, their light pulsing in harmony, weaving his sketch into their web, a constellation that mirrors his art, a bridge between their worlds. The crew shares their own creations, their voices a gentle chorus in the ship's quiet halls. A scientist, Lila, offers equations of planetary orbits, and the weavers craft them into spirals of light. A constellation of logic and beauty. A navigator, Tarek, sings a ballad of the sea, and the weavers weave its melody into waves of silver. A starry ocean that glows with his voice. Soren paints a canvas of Earth's night sky, and the weavers embrace it, their threads forming a portrait of the Milky Way, its stars linked by his colors. The exchange feels like a dance, each side adding to the other's art, their creations a tapestry of shared dreams. The vision deepens, showing a galaxy alive with the weaver's work. Moons adorned with glowing threads, nebulae shaped into gardens of light, worlds joined by constellations that tell their stories. The weavers reveal their hope to weave a cosmos where every life adds to the art, where every mind shapes the stars. Soren feels a question rise, not spoken, but felt. What is art's purpose? The weavers answer with a burst of light, their threads swirling around Astra as if saying, "It is to connect, to create, to make the universe a home." As days pass, the crew lingers with the weavers, their ship bathed in the web's glow, their hearts swaying with its rhythm. Soren paints alongside them, his brush guided by their light, his canvases alive with starry threads. The weavers teach without words, their movements showing the crew how to see the galaxy as a canvas, how to weave their own stories into its fabric. The team feels changed, not by grand revelations, but by quiet moments, by the joy of creating together, of being part of a cosmic masterpiece. As the encounter nears its end, the weavers offer a gift, a small thread of light, no thicker than a hair, glowing with their colors, its warmth humming like a distant star. Soren holds it, feeling its energy, its song a quiet echo of the web's beauty. The thread carries a spark of the weaver's art, a reminder to keep creating, to keep connecting. The beings slow their dance, their forms softening, as if entrusting the crew with their vision. Astra pulls away, and the weavers fade into the nebula, their web glowing brighter, a constellation of Earth now shining among the stars. The crew returns home, the thread safe in Soren's hands, its light a constant comfort. Earth embraces the story, not as a discovery, but as a lullaby, a tale of creation that soothes the soul. The thread is placed in a quiet gallery, where its glow shares glimpses of the weaver's web with all who touch it. People see starry patterns, feel the rhythm of cosmic art, sense the warmth of beings who saw humanity as artists. The story of the Star Weavers inspires new paintings, new songs, new ways of seeing the sky, each one a thread in the bond with the nebula's light. Soren continues his work, but the thread's glow lingers in his heart, a reminder of the encounter. He dreams of the weavers, of their dance weaving through the galaxy, inviting other worlds to create. He imagines other ships finding the web, adding their art, keeping the cosmos alive with light. The story becomes a beacon, a gentle call to create, to connect, to weave. Earth's people look to the stars, their hearts open, their minds drifting to the idea that their art, no matter how small, is part of a galactic masterpiece. The thread's light grows with each visitor, as if the weavers are still weaving, still listening. Soren visits the gallery often, his fingers brushing the thread, his mind drifting to the nebula, the plasma beings, the galaxy of art. He whispers to it, his voice soft, thanking it for the gift, for the connection, for the dream they share. The gallery becomes a place of peace, where the weaver's glow soothes, where the night feels alive with creations waiting to be born. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle breeze, carrying you toward sleep. Imagine yourself with Soren on Astra, the weaver's web glowing, their dance wrapping around your heart. Feel the thread in your hand, its light a song, its hum a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the galaxy, its stars woven with art, your own creations a soft spark in their light. Let Soren's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if your art shapes the stars? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the weaver's light, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos. In the year 2040, the city of Kyoto glows softly under a twilight sky. Its ancient temples nestled among modern towers, a harmony of past and present. On a quiet evening, a historian named Hana walks through Gion, her heart tuned to the stories of time, her mind alive with the city's layered history. The streets are calm, lanterns casting a warm light, the air humming with the promise of spring. As Hana passes a temple garden, a shimmer envelops the air, a haze, delicate and radiant, like a veil woven from starlight. Her breath steadies, her soul warmed by curiosity, as if the night is sharing a secret meant just for her. The haze thickens, and figures emerge, a small group of beings, their forms humanoid but fluid, their skin glowing with a soft, prismatic light. Their eyes are deep, reflecting ages untold, and they move with a grace that feels timeless. Hana feels no fear, only a gentle pull, as if these visitors are kin to her love of history, travelers from a place beyond the stars. They speak, not with words, but with thoughts that bloom in her mind, introducing themselves as explorers from a future galaxy, journeying through time to study life's origins, to learn from worlds like Earth. The beings call themselves the Crony, and their presence draws a small crowd, locals and tourists alike, their voices low, their hearts open. The Crony share a vision, a glimpse of their era, cities that float in nebulae, their spires woven from light, their people linked across stars, their lives a tapestry of shared memories. They've come to Kyoto, they explain, to witness Earth's past, to understand its stories, its resilience, its dreams. Their technology bends time, a gift they use to explore, to connect, and now to offer a partnership with humanity. Hana steps forward, her voice soft, offering to share Earth's history. She speaks of Kyoto's temples, its centuries of art, its people who rebuilt after fires and wars. The Crony listen, their forms glowing brighter, as if her words are a treasure, a thread in their cosmic weave. They share more visions, showing their purpose, to gather stories from the past, to learn how life endures, to carry those lessons to their future. Their galaxy is young, they reveal, born from a universe reborn, and they seek the wisdom of older worlds to shape their own. The crowd grows, drawn by the haze's glow, and the Crony invite them to share. A monk named Taro chants a sutra, and the Crony weave it into a vision of a temple that spans stars, its bells ringing across time. A student, Yumi, tells of her grandmother's life, and the Crony craft a scene of a village glowing under a future sky, its spirit enduring. A chef, Kenji, describes a recipe passed down generations, and the Crony show a feast where beings from countless worlds share meals, their laughter a universal language. The exchange feels like a dance, each story a step, each vision a connection across the ages. The Crony offer a gift, a small glowing disc, its surface etched with patterns that shift like ripples in time. Hana holds it, feeling its warmth, its hum, a quiet echo of the Crony's presence. The disc carries knowledge, they explain, a way to harness energy, sustainably, to heal the planet, to live in harmony with time. In return, they ask for Earth's stories, its past, to enrich their future, to guide their young galaxy, The offer is gentle, a hand extended, a promise to learn together, to weave a cosmos where past and future sing in unison. Hannah feels a question rise, not spoken, but felt. What is time's value? The crony answer with a vision of Earth, its history, unfolding, its triumphs, its losses, its moments of love and courage. They show their own time, where every story shapes their world, where the past is a light that guides the future. The crowd feels a warmth, a sense that their lives, their memories, are part of something vast, something eternal. The crony's eyes glow, as if saying, "Your stories are the heartbeat of time, and we cherish them." As dawn nears, the haze begins to fade, the crony preparing to return to their era. They share a final vision, Kyoto, its temples, glowing brighter, its stories woven into the galaxy, a part of their future forever. The crowd watches, their hearts full, not of loss, but of connection, as the cronies step into the haze, their forms dissolving into light. The haze vanishes, leaving a soft shimmer in the air, a promise that the crony will listen, will learn, will carry Earth's stories to the stars. Hannah holds the disc, its glow a constant comfort, a reminder of the encounter. The world embraces the crony's gift, the disc's knowledge sparking a green revolution, cities powered by clean energy, rivers restored, skies clear. Hannah shares the story, not as a marvel, but as a lullaby, a tale of travelers who saw Earth's past and trusted its future. The disc becomes a symbol, a reminder of the partnership, the stories that bind two times across the cosmos. Earth changes, gently, quietly. The disc's light inspiring new ways of living, new ways of remembering. Hannah works on her history, infused with the crony's lessons, her heart tuned to the hope of connection. She dreams of their galaxy, of floating cities, of beings who cherish her stories. The story of the time travelers spreads, a soothing tale that invites listeners to imagine their own histories, their own gifts to the future. People gather in Gion, feeling the crony's echo, their hearts open to the idea that their lives are timeless, cherished by the stars. The disc's light grows, as if the crony are still listening, still weaving. Hannah visits the temple garden often, her fingers brushing the disc, her mind drifting to the nebulous cities, the prismatic beings, the future of stories. She whispers to them, her voice soft, thanking them for the gift, for the connection, for the dream they share. The garden becomes a place of peace, where the crony's light soothes, where the night feels alive with histories waiting to be told. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle wave, carrying you toward sleep. Imagine yourself with Hannah in Kyoto, the crony's haze, glowing, their visions wrapping around your heart. Feel the disc in your hand, its light a memory, its hum a connection to something vast and kind. Picture their galaxy, its cities alight, your stories shining in their future. Let Hannah's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if your stories light the future? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the crony's light, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. In the year to 2105, Earth hums with quiet curiosity, its observatories scanning the heavens, their telescopes drinking in the light of Eerie's distant stars. At a remote station in the Australian outback, a young radio astronomer named Lila sits under a sky ablaze with constellations, her heart tuned to the universe's whispers. The station is a sanctuary, its dishes pointed toward the galactic core, listening for signals that might tell of other minds, other lives. As Lila adjusts her equipment, a sound emerges, not static, but a melody, vast and harmonious, a chorus of countless voices rising from the heart of the Milky Way. Her breath softens, her soul warmed, as if the stars are singing just for her. The melody is no random noise, it's deliberate, layered with harmonics that weave through the station's speakers, a song that feels alive, eternal. Lila calls her team, her voice low, a gentle thread in the night, and they gather, their eyes wide, their hearts swaying with the music. The sound is unlike anything human, yet it stirs a deep familiarity, as if it's the voice of the cosmos itself, welcoming them home. They trace its source to the galactic core, a place of mystery where stars and black holes dance in a hidden rhythm. The chorus grows clearer, its notes carrying emotions, joy, unity, wonder, a language that speaks to the soul. Lila feels a connection, a sense that this is no mere signal, but a choir, beings of pure energy, singing the universe's story. The team shares the sound with the world, and billions listen, their hearts lifted, their minds drifting to the stars. Musicians analyze the melody, finding patterns that transcend Earth's scales, yet feel perfect, as if crafted for every listener. Lila and her team broadcast a response, a melody woven from humanity's songs, lullabies, anthems, chants from every culture, a gift to join the choir's harmony. The exchange feels like a conversation, a bridge of music spanning the galaxy, a dream shared across the void. Days later, the chorus shifts, its melody richer, weaving Earth's song into its own, a gesture of recognition that hums with warmth. The choir shares a vision, not with images, but with feelings that bloom in the listeners' minds. They sense the choir's essence, entities of light, born in the galactic core. Their lives a song that binds stars, that celebrates existence. The vision reveals their purpose, to sing the stories of the cosmos, from its first light to its distant future, inviting others to add their voices, to make the universe a symphony of life. The choir's song deepens, carrying glimpses of other worlds, planets where oceans sing, nebulae where crystals hum, civilizations that join the chorus with their own melodies. Lila feels a question rise, not spoken but felt. What is your song? The team responds, sharing more of Earth's music, children's laughter, the rustle of forests, the rhythm of waves. The choir embraces it, their melody swelling, as if Earth's voice is a treasure, a note that makes their song complete. The world sings back, people gathering in parks, deserts and cities, their voices rising to the stars, a human chorus answering the cosmic call. The vision shows the choir's home, a radiant core where light and sound are one, where every note shapes the galaxy, where every voice is cherished. The beings are not separate, but a collective, their song a shared dream that weaves the cosmos together. They invite humanity to join, not by traveling but by singing, by adding their stories to the melody that echoes through time. Lila feels a warmth, a sense that Earth is no longer alone, but part of a vast choir, its voice a gentle thread in an endless harmony. As weeks pass, the chorus grows stronger, its melody a nightly comfort, a lullaby that soothes the world. Lila spends her nights at the telescope, her heart swaying with the music, her mind drifting to the galactic core. She dreams of the choir, of their light weaving through the stars, of their song carrying Earth's stories to distant worlds. The dreams are gentle, wrapping around her like a starry blanket, and she wakes with a sense of peace, as if the choir's melody is now part of her soul, a reminder that the universe is a home, a place of shared songs. The choir offers a gift, a small luminous orb, its surface pulsing with their melody, its light warm, humming like a distant star. The orb appears in the station, floating gently, a spark of the choir's essence. Lila holds it, feeling its song, its glow a quiet echo of the galactic core. The orb carries a piece of the choir's harmony, a reminder to keep singing, to keep connecting. The chorus softens, its melody fading, as if entrusting the world with its music. The signal slows, but the orb remains, its light a promise that the choir is still listening, still singing, still waiting for Earth's voice. The orb is shared with the world, its glow a beacon of unity, its melody a comfort that soothes the heart. People touch it, hearing faint echoes of the choir, feeling the warmth of a song that spans the galaxy. The story of the cosmic choir spreads not as a marvel, but as a lullaby, a tale of beings who saw Earth's heart and invited it to sing. The orb's melody inspires new music, new art, new ways of coming together, each one a note in the bond with the stars. Earth changes, quietly, gently, the orb's light fostering a sense of harmony, a desire to sing as one. Lila works on her astronomy, infused with the choir's lessons, her heart tuned to the hope of connection. She dreams of the galactic core, of the beings of light, their song weaving her stories into their own. Story becomes a beacon, a soothing call to share, to connect, to sing. People gather under the stars, their voices rising, their hearts open to the idea that their songs, no matter how small, are part of a cosmic symphony. The orb's light grows with each listener, as if the choir is still singing, still weaving. Lila visits it often, her fingers brushing its surface, her mind drifting to the radiant core, the beings of light, the galaxy of songs. She whispers to it, her voice soft, thanking it for the gift, for the connection, for the dream they share. The station becomes a place of peace, where the choir's melody soothes, where the night feels alive with voices waiting to be heard. For you, listening now, this story is a gentle tide, carrying you toward sleep. Imagine yourself with Lila, in the outback, the choir's melody filling the air, its light wrapping around your heart. Feel the orb in your hand, its glow, a song, its hum, a connection to something vast and kind. Picture the galactic core, its beings singing, your own voice a soft note in their harmony. Let Lila's whisper linger in your mind, not as a question, but as a comfort. What if your song lights the stars? With that thought, let your breath deepen, your eyes close, and your heart drift, carried by the choir's melody, into a sleep as boundless and peaceful as the cosmos itself. And so, as we come to the gentle close of this collection of strange and wondrous encounters, you might feel yourself drifting even deeper into a space of calm, a quiet corner of the mind where stories and sleep intertwine. Tonight, we've wandered through forgotten woods, endless skies, and shimmering lights that dance on the edges of reality, each tale leaving behind a trail of soft curiosity, like footprints in untouched snow. The voices of travelers, stargazers, and dreamers have echoed softly in the night, carrying with them mysteries from distant worlds and hidden corners of the earth. Perhaps you imagine the glow of an unearthly craft hovering silently above a misty field, or the soft hum of strange machines beneath the surface of a quiet lake. Maybe you pictured the kind, watchful eyes of beings not so different from us, offering a fleeting moment of understanding before vanishing into the night. Or you might have felt a gentle sense of wonder, imagining worlds untouched by time, where endless oceans of stars cradle ancient civilizations far beyond the limits of what we know. As you lie there now, the rhythm of your breath steady and slow, your body resting heavily against the softness beneath you, let these lingering stories settle like mist across your thoughts. Each tale, a quiet thread in the vast endless tapestry of human imagination and the mysteries that stretch beyond the stars. There's a calm in not knowing, a comfort in the endless questions, and a peace that comes with surrendering to the unknown. Remember that you, too, are a traveler, a being made of stardust, floating gently through the wide, boundless universe. Every heartbeat, a quiet drum in the infinite darkness. Every breath, a gentle whisper in the great expanse. Tonight, you've journeyed not through space, but through the endless landscape of stories carried in the quiet hours of the night. And those stories will stay with you like a soft, familiar tune, echoing quietly in the corners of your dreams. In the distant skies above, stars continue their ancient dance, their gentle light touching your world, reaching across time and space. Somewhere, light years away, other eyes might look toward those same stars, wondering in their own quiet way about life, beyond their world, about strange visitors, and about stories whispered under unfamiliar skies. We are all connected by this silent curiosity, by the age-old habit of gazing upward, wondering what watches us from the dark. And so, as this night's journey draws to a close, let your mind drift freely. Let the last images of strange lights, distant worlds, and unspoken encounters dissolve softly into the dark. The gentle rhythm of the night surrounds you, the quiet hush of the universe, holding you safely in its vast embrace. The stories have ended for now, but their echoes remain, wrapped gently around your resting thoughts. Sleep comes easily here, in this space between wonder and quiet, where the boundary between dreams and waking blurs like a horizon at dusk. The night hums softly around you, each sound a lullaby, each distant thought a soothing note in a melody of calm. You've traveled far without moving, drifted through countless stories on nothing but a breath and a thought, and now it's time to rest. May your dreams be kind and curious, filled with soft skies and gentle lights. May you wake with a sense of quiet wonder, a feeling that somewhere out there the universe holds infinite mysteries just waiting for you to discover them. And when you next look to the stars, remember the stories of tonight, and know that in this vast, endless space, you are never truly alone. Good night, traveler. Sleep well.